quick counting.
It's, it's 6:30, today is November the 25th, and this is the Mayflower City Council regular monthly meeting. And I know Thanksgiving is a busy time for everyone, so on behalf of the City Council, I want to thank you all for being here tonight and for the interest that you've shown in your city government. And speaking of Thanksgiving, I want to say that I'm very thankful to be part of Mayflower. I feel it's been an honor and a privilege to serve as the interim mayor for y'all for these past few weeks. And I know the city council has got some very important decisions that they're going to have to make tonight. And so I just trust that their decisions will be for the betterment of the city as a whole and will bring unison to our city government and to the citizens for the best that we can be. So thank you all for being here. And now if you'll stand with me for the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mark Hickman,
Here.
Jack Jeffrey,
Here.
Tom Marks,
Here.
James Snyder,
Here.
Larry Hill.
Here.
And we do have a quorum. The first item on our agenda is the city council meeting for October 28, 2025.
Make a motion to accept the minutes of the city council meeting October 28th, 2025.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to adopt the city council minutes as written. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The next item we have is our financial statement for October 2025.
I make a motion to accept the October 2025 financial.
I'll second.
You make a second.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, and we'll vote on this since it's financial. Mark Hickman,
Yes.
Zach Jeffrey,
Yes.
Kyle Mark,
Yes.
James Snyder,
Yes.
and Larry Hicks.
Yes.
Okay, as everyone I think is aware, our current mayor resigned effective November the 4th. And I believe the first thing we have on the agenda, if the city attorney will correct me if I'm wrong, is to accept the resignation. Is that correct?
Any motion second. We vote to formally accept that resignation as a.
Make a motion to accept the
I'll second.
resignation of the.
Stated as of today.
As of November 4th, 2025.
I have a motion and a second, and let's do a roll call. Mark Hickman,
Yes.
Zach Jeffrey,
Yes.
Kyle Mark,
Yes.
James Snyder,
Yes.
Larry Hill.
Yes.
Okay, and I believe as the city attorney outlined for us, we have two options. At the regular city council meeting following his resignation, the city council has a decision to make as to whether they will appoint somebody to fulfill the remainder of his term, which will be December 31st, 2026, or to have a special election. And as the city attorney told us that there could not be a special election until February, I believe, and it would be into the second quarter of next year before that person would be seated as the mayor. So I believe, and it's kind of been the consensus, is to have an appointment, and I will let the city attorney help us from here.
That the law requires you to make a decision tonight as to how you want to proceed. You can take an appointment of three of you internally with a vote of three to approve an appointment process of the mayor, or to call a special public election. But the election, that's correct, will not be held first Tuesday.
Do we need a motion?
Motion setting and a vote as to that question,
Okay.
as to the vacancy of mayor.
I make a motion that we appoint, or take appointments for mayor for the remainder of the term. Second.
Now discussion is to, and I would stand by my comments before, is that the main issues that come to mind on that are the delay of having the election. We're not going to have it until February. And then at that point, the mayor is up again anyway, in November of 2026. So if you were to have a public election, the person would have to run twice in the same year. It's not very ideal for anybody. Also the cost involved with having the election.
Any other discussions? So we will take a vote now on to appoint someone to fill that position. Mark Hickman,
Yes.
Zach Jeffrey,
Yes.
Al Martin,
Yes.
James Snyder,
Yes.
Larry Hill.
Yes.
So now are we open for nominations?
The vote carries, then we will do the process of accepting nominations for the office of mayor. The law doesn't have any special requirements as to who does the nominating. The person can nominate themselves. They can be nominated by somebody else. I would recommend only considering nominations of people that are physically with us tonight. They just need to be eligible. And the eligibility, number one coming to mind is they need to be truly a resident of the city limits of Mayflower. That means they live here, sleep here. Sometimes people try to round up from there and say, well, I own property here, or I work here. Need to truly reside as is defined by the law in the city limits of Mayflower. Have to be an eligible voter, and not have any disqualifying items in their past, like a felony record or a misdemeanor involving theft or fraud or something like that. And it would be important not have any active conflicts of interest.
I'll start, I'll move first. Okay, this is under the provision of section 14-44-106 of the Arkansas Code annotated. I nominate Wendy Moore to fulfill the position of mayor that was left vacant by resignation of Danny Hester. I put together a quick statement as to why I think so. I said tonight I'm honored to present the nomination of Wendy Moore to serve as mayor for the remainder of the current term. Wendy has consistently demonstrated exceptional leadership quality and an unwavering dedication to our community. Her contributions to Mayflower stand out among many who have served and given their time and effort to our town. As a successful business owner in Mayflower, Wendy has shown remarkable vision and determination. She has a deep understanding of what is required to build something that endures. Her ability to create, sustain, a thriving business is a testament to her commitment, strategic thinking, and perseverance. Wendy is widely respected throughout her town for her integrity and willingness to speak truth to power. She possesses a strong backbone and does not shy away from addressing difficult issues directly. Her passion for serving others is evident in all of her actions, and I'm confident she will prioritize the needs of our citizens in every decision she makes. I do not believe it would be a net gain to appoint an existing council member to the position of mayor. With the council already operating shorthanded, I feel it's crucial to appoint someone from outside the current leadership structure. By doing so, we can ensure that the council remains effective and the newly appointed mayor can focus on fulfilling the recently vacated city positions. This approach will help foster increased trust and buy-in from the broader community. In conclusion, with Wendy Moore as our mayor, I'm confident that we will have a leader who listens, acts decisively, and represents all of us with dignity and courage. I respectfully ask for your support in appointing Wendy Moore to this important position so we can continue to grow and move Mayflower forward. Thank you.
How are we gonna do this? Do we
Well,
nominate who we gonna
I apologize, I
do?
should
We just,
talk more about the process. I think what we'll do is hold nominations like that open until we have a last call, if that's, we're confident we have more nominations. If there are more than one, then we have some numbers available to draw. And then I think they need to address city council, in whatever ranking order. And then at that point, you all have the privilege of going to executive session. If you'd like to do that, you don't have to. You can go to executive session, you could ask the nominees to go back there and interview them privately if you'd like to do that. Just some options on the table, but I think we just have open nominations at this point.
I'd like to nominate Zach Jeffrey as, to finish out the term. I don't mind telling you why. It's, Mayflower's seen its challenges the last couple of years. And right now we're at budget time. We have to get our budget executed and put in place. That is, we've seen diminishing tax revenues and budgets been blown and things like that. It's happened, and I feel like we need somebody at the wheel who understands the budget. Zach is a resident that's grown up here, and he holds a master's degree. He's a very well respected teacher at Conway. He's knows the budget frontwards and backwards, and I think that for the duration of the short amount of time that we have to complete this term of the mayor position, at that point, anybody and everybody can run. I'm not speaking against Wendy or for anybody else. I think that Zach would be a great person to get us over the finish line of this term of the mayor that has resigned. And at that point, like I said, at the next election, I'd like to see anybody and everybody run. So.
Do we have any other nominations?
Not a nomination, but a question.
Are we ready for discussion?
Briefly, this is some
Okay.
questions. Maybe is it about the
Yeah.
procedure?
Yeah, well, yeah, okay. If Zach is appointed, then will the position, his position as a council member be appointed, or? You know, because we're already short-handed.
His seat he would need to resign that seat, and then we would have another vacancy that would be filled likely in December again. We already have on tonight's business the Ward 2 position to talk about being filled, so that's a good question.
So where do we go
And
now?
as to the position of mayor, are there any other nominations? For the last call, and then we would need to draw at random. Who would go first? And the rest of the council.
Any other nominations? So we're gonna move the nominations cease. Now we're gonna let each of the nominees speak. Do we want to do that? Okay? Do you wanna draw?
We can draw random, or if you want to go first, second, I'll let you. It doesn't matter to me. Anyone has a thought, we can flip a
We'll
coin.
have ladies first.
Is this 5 minutes? Is that what it is?
I think we have plenty of time.
Yeah, 5 minutes will be good, if you can do it or longer.
I can do it in 5 minutes. I want to thank y'all for giving me the opportunity to speak tonight. My name is Wendy Moore, and I am a local resident of the city of Mayflower. I appreciate the chance to stand here and explain why I'm willing to be considered for the mayor appointment. When I was first approached about this possibility, I was skeptical. I made it clear that I would only consider this position if I could fully be transparent and communicate openly with the community. I was told that honesty and transparency were exactly what was wanted, and because of that, I agreed to be considered. I want to give you a straightforward picture of who I am. I believe in showing up, being present, and being involved. This may be a part-time position on paper, but I intend to treat it with full-time commitment. Our community deserves a mayor they can reach, someone who answers the phone, and someone who listens. I'm a business owner, and I have been a real estate broker for 11 years. During that time, I've also held the insurance license, an adjuster's license. I believe that my real estate experience will strongly benefit the city, especially with planning, growth, and long-term development. Before that, I spent almost 20 years in the transportation industry, managing drivers, coordinating operations, and eventually running my own freight brokerage that handled millions of dollars of business each year. I have led people, managed complex situations, and made hard decisions. Leadership is something I've learned from, gained valuable experience in, and plan to use in a daily role. I'm not a micromanager, but I do expect accountability. I expect department heads to lead, communicate, and work with me to solve problems efficiently. I listen, I evaluate, and I make decisions based on what is best for the city. Not for myself, not for a select few, and not for personal gain. I know not every decision will make everyone happy, but I can promise every decision will be made for the good of the majority and for the long-term health of our city. I've lived in Mayflower almost my entire life. I love this town, but I also know our sense of pride has faded. I'm determined to help rebuild that pride, not through big promises, but through consistent work, better communication, and steady leadership. Through my work with the Chamber of Commerce, I've seen how bringing people together can create real progress. It isn't always easy, but when our community shows up, we accomplish amazing things. I want more events, more community involvement, and more unity. I want people to feel connected again. And while not everyone loves social media, it is one of the most effective tools we have to communicate and keep our community informed. Clear communication builds trust, and trust builds a stronger city. When it comes to the city budget, I understand that one person does not and should not handle it alone. I value collaboration and fully expect to work closely with the city staff and council. I am very frugal, responsible, and always looking for ways to do things more efficiently. When I start something, I finish it, and my goal is always to leave it better than what I found it. I will never be pressured or influenced by outside sources, but I will always listen to the people of this community. They deserve to have a voice in what happens here. My goal is to restore cohesion, rebuild trust, ensure there is no hidden agenda, only honest, steady leadership. Throughout my career, I've built strong connections, people and businesses who are willing to share their knowledge, resources, and assistance when needed. Those relationships matter, and they will benefit our city. I want to see Mayflower grow, not to a large city, but into a stronger, more sustainable one. A city that attracts businesses, a city where we don't have to drive out of town every meal or every need. I want us to grow to first-class status so we become a place where businesses actually want to invest. We already have an incredible example of success with Blackhawk Molding and J-Mark Carports operating here over 40 years. That kind of longevity deserves recognition, and it shows new businesses what is possible in Mayflower. I'm grateful for Tony Woodham and bringing the new businesses into town, and I hope that momentum continues, but we only succeed if we work together. This wasn't something I originally planned to do, but now after being approached, it feels like something I need to do. I spent countless hours researching, reading, and learning. I want to understand every part of what I'm stepping into. Some people have asked about my attendance at council meetings, and I have attended several in person, but I've watched the majority online and commented publicly when needed. I never planned to run for mayor. This was presented to me the same day it was presented to the public. But I am here now, willing to learn, willing to serve, and willing to lead. I'll never claim to know everything, and I don't pretend to, but I am committed to learning and listening and to providing strong, steady leadership when it matters most. Thank you again for your opportunity, for this opportunity. Whatever decision you make, I will respect fully. Thank you for your time, and thank you for considering me for an appointment.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Wendy, and thank you for your interest in city government. Mr. Zach Gentry.
Go ahead and step down here where I can address, guys, I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on biographical information. You've known me on council, I think my record on council speaks for itself, my dedication. I know in the 5 years I've served on council, I have not missed a meeting. To say that I'm here is, I think, a fair statement. I've lived in the Mayflower area my entire life. It's actually been the brunt of some jokes and things about a homeboy that never leaves, but I don't want to leave, and nor do I plan on ever leaving. This is my home. The issue is, for some time, there's been a lack of administrative leadership. No clear direction, and little administrative oversight. The council's been handed responsibilities without the authority to initiate that change. The vacuum that's been created by the lack of leadership and sensibility has created the space for distrust and rumors about your city government, which has choked out truth and stifled the potential of our town. I'm willing at any time to defend my voting record on council. I do not vote emotion. Every vote I've ever made is based on fact and what's best for the citizens of Mayflower. I haven't always agreed with everyone on this council, nor will we agree on everything in the future, whatever my role may be in the city. But again, every decision I make is with the people of Mayflower first and foremost in mind. And mayor or not, I will continue to do so. I have no agenda other than to manage this city with the interest and needs of our citizens as the focus of our efforts. I'm not seeking this appointment to gain additional power, glory, or anything like that. In fact, on a long list of immediate essential tasks, we've got to hire department heads for vacancies. I plan to do that by having panel interviews where we have multiple stakeholders, where we pick the best candidates for those jobs for our cities, not just one person's thoughts and ideas. That way we can ensure the best candidates are in place to move forward with city services. Secondly, we've got to adopt new personnel policies to make administrative oversight and accountability more clear and concise going forward. In short order, we must also complete the budgeting process by implementing a general budget that's sensible and sustainable. In fact, in regards to the general budget, it's my intention to lower the mayoral salary significantly in order to reinvest limited resources where they're needed in order to meet other city needs. For me, it's not about the money, it's not about the power, it's about our moving our city forward and righting the ship that's been wrong. Notes. Here's the truth. The loudest voice in the room isn't always the right message. I'm not saying that Ms. Moore is a loud voice. That's not what I'm intending by that. But I do know participation is vital and experience is invaluable. We've seen that over the past several years where we had inexperience at the helm of the ship. I believe my 3 terms have prepared me for this role. It's not something that I sought initially when getting on council, but I see a need and I'm ready to fill that need. If my fellow council members should choose to appoint me as mayor, I'll work tirelessly to restore order and accountability, fulfill the roles and duties of mayor to the best of my abilities, reestablish the checks and balances that are intended to stop anyone from circumventing the proper controls and processes, and to listen to and implement the will of the council as they represent the people of this city. And to work to restore faith in the office of mayor and the entire city government among citizens. We can repair the damage that's been inflicted, but only if we can come together for the good of citizens and demonstrate our commitment to be good stewards of their trust and their resources. And citizens, I urge you to participate. Contact your alderman with questions and concerns. You're the reason that they serve, despite what some people may say and what you may hear. We're representative of you. Let's work at a community to be solution-oriented instead of problem-focused.
Thank you, Zach, and thank you for being willing to step into that position also.
Well, since there is multiple nominations, my recommendation would be that you all would take an executive session and have that discussion in private. A couple of points of the law is that because Zach has been nominated, he is not allowed to vote as a member of the city council, and so, my understanding is that he will refrain from going to the executive session, is that right?
Yes, that's my
So this
intention.
would just be the four of them and Ms. Mathis. It will be a vote of three, is required to fill that vacancy. So the four council members, vote of three is what's necessary. And then to answer the question from earlier, if Zach is appointed mayor, then my understanding is that he would also resign his council position for the rest of the term. Have any questions? Yeah. Also, one question that was asked would be, prior to your executive session, if law doesn't speak on it either way, but if input from the public would be helpful, then I think we do have some time. You could entertain a short public commentary period if we just set up some parameters for that, but there's no requirement to do it or to not do it.
Can we do a public comment for executive session?
Yes. Recommendation there would be to let's establish a outside time limit, say 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and then at the end of that period, just see if you want to keep it going.
I guess I would ask more of us, I don't personally have any questions that would warrant executive session. Do you guys?
Yes. We
Yes.
can have executive session.
It's what you gotta do. I mean, it's what you need to do. I feel like just go into executive session, figure it out.
Seriously.
Do they want to have public input first? I guess that's the first.
Public input.
I think I'd like to have public input first.
Council make a motion.
Yeah.
If we have a second for how long was it?
20 minute.
20-minute public input.
Second.
Okay. Motion second. We'll take a vote.
If this is a motion and a second to have public comments. Mark Hickman,
Yes.
Zach Jeffrey,
I'm going to abstain.
Tom Moore,
Yes.
James Snyder,
Yes.
Larry Hill.
Yes.
6:57 now, so Mathis, if you want to think of some parameters, if you want to do 2 minutes, 3 minutes for each of them.
Okay.
We'll go up until 1 minute from now.
So we're gonna allow 20 minutes, for anyone, as a group, the total amount of time, for anyone that wants to speak.
I would,
Give them a minute, individual minute limit.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say, yeah.
So we're gonna say 3 minutes, if you want to come to the podium and speak for either one of the two that's been nominated.
Hello. Zach, my question is for you.
Oh, ma'am.
Oh, I'm sorry, Melissa McCray. Zach, my question, I know you're a full-time school teacher and part-time principal. When will you have the time and the availability, Monday through Friday from business hours, to do mayor
So,
duties?
I didn't know it was a Q&A session.
It really is not
No.
supposed.
Oh, okay,
I mean, you
okay,
could speak freely for 3 minutes uninterrupted, but.
okay, I'm sorry, I'll reword.
Listen, I don't mind answering that question because it is a point that, that's been brought up that I've thought through. We've had a severe lack of leadership, with the prior obligations that were put in place for our previous mayor, and I'm not trying to badmouth anyone. Those weren't met anyway. When you talk to department heads, there was no oversight, there was no accountability. In fact, we have a gentleman that works for the city now that, has been tasked with a lot of things, again, given a lot of responsibilities without the authority to do them. it is a vision of mine that not just part-time 20 hours a week, 26 hours a week, but that we have a 40-hour employee that is our HR director, along with a lot of other hats that oversees the accountability of those department heads. That creates another level of accountability. Go ahead, I'm getting your time.
Okay, so honestly, my concern is you're very busy. You're great at what you do. The city needs somebody that can do the mayor duties. I'm not saying that you're not able to do that, but somebody who can be there at the time that's needed. And if a suggestion is to hire someone else to fulfill that, is that what we're looking at?
It's
Or
not
is
a new
it-
hire. It's essentially a restructuring of a position that's already there, that with my proposed for the council's cut to the mayoral salary will actually save the city money.
So is that gonna be like, you'll be more like a ceremonial mayor rather than?
I don't like to think of it as ceremonial because it is an elected position for the people. I'll
Would
just
that take us from our strong mayor system down to
It
a weak
won't.
mayor?
We'll still have a mayor council
system?
system. This is, and it'll have to be done by ordinance, but it is just, it's another position. It's the same as an HR director. It would be a chief administrative officer is what it
So
would be,
your salary would decrease in order to
significantly.
propose this person to come in, and they're they're in-house hire? Is that what you said?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So they're already there, and who appoints that position?
That's a great question. By ordinance, the way that I have it in mind, it will be a mayoral appointment with a council approval is what I have in mind. Just like any other department head is a mayoral appointment at this point.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, Melissa.
So, yes, ma'am. So I think moving forward, it messes up the way we keep up with time, it's a back
Yeah.
and forth interview process. So I, the vision I have was just, if I could speak freely for 3 minutes and then, just make commentary.
I think it's pretty obvious, but please, everybody, if you vote, I don't know who does and don't, but make sure you live in the city. Last council we had with, nobody lived in the city, and this is gonna be taking up a lot of time, so.
Okay, but I want to reiterate, as I have in past meetings, that I do not live in city limits. Susan Humphrey. But what happens in the city impacts me as much as anybody that lives in this city, because I live out on the river, so this is my city. And I understand your point, Mark, but what I want to say was, Zach and Wendy, either one of them will make a great mayor, there's no doubt. They're both very conscientious and very forward-thinking and wanting Mayflower to grow to a small city good. And I appreciate both of them for what they do. My concern is because Zach knows the budget back and forth and inside and out, is it not best for him to stay where he's at to marshal in a new mayor, knowing your knowledge of what's going on in the council, being as the council's already shorthanded, and there would be someone else that had to come in and learn the budget but like I said, both these people are great people, and I have nothing against either one of them. My concern is the council losing its members and having to appoint new members. Thank you.
Thank you, Cindy.
My name's Tony Sweden, and I've lived in Mayflower going on 25 years now. And I know Zach, I know Wendy. For me, I'm supporting Wendy. I think we need a fresh face. We need a uniter to get this city back on track. I'm tired of hearing this and that, and this and that. It's time to get it back on track. And for me and my family, like I say, nothing against Zach, but I'm gonna support Wendy more. And hopefully we can get this thing back on track and like it should be, but I think a fresh face is needed. There's been so much back and forth, and I know when somebody's up there, you hear two sides. Somebody's lying, somebody's telling the truth. All we as citizens ask is the truth. That's all we want. And, I served on the council for a short period of time. That's back, long time ago. But, I love living here. This is our home. This is where we'll end our journey. But we need a change, and I've seen what Wendy has done with the Chamber of Commerce. She's a hard worker. She can give the time that this part-time position is needed. So with that being said, that's all I've got to say. Good luck, both of you. Thank you, Tom.
Hello. My name is Crystal Warren, and I'm a resident of Mayflower inside the city limits. I would like to speak in favor of Zach Jeffries becoming our interim mayor of Mayflower. Zach has served this city on the council and is already aware of many issues and needs, especially our budgetary constraints. He is humble yet outspoken, as I have seen him bring several issues to the council's attention, highlighting items of importance and bringing accountability during council meetings. He is a teacher and also serves students and kids at our church here in Mayflower, First Baptist Church. So I have seen his compassion and enjoyment in serving others. I also know that his desire to appoint an existing position as city administrator to handle certain ins and outs within the government with authority, and also decreasing the existing salary of mayor because of those budget constraints. I am grateful for his service on the council for the last 5 years. And for all of these reasons, I believe he would be the best choice for the city right now to finish the term of mayor through the next year. Thank you.
I'm Todd Kelsey. I'm a resident of Mayflower, and a lot of sentiment out there in the community right now is they've lost a lot of faith with what's happening with the current city government and everything else. So I do agree with the other gentleman that fresh eyes, fresh face, fresh ideas, I think is valuable and needed. And I think there should be some concerns that everybody should keep in the back of their minds that going with the current administration here, at least at this point in time, we need to bring back integrity and the faith of the community back into the council, back into the mayor position, and back with the sentiments of Mayflower. So I'm recommending that we look at a fresh face from outside of the current administration.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Leslie Higgins. I came up here with a question, but we're not allowed to ask questions, so I'm just going to speak freely. I feel like by not assigning the seat that's already vacant, you're leaving a lot of us out as far as voting for the mayor. So it seems kind of backhanded to all of us just mere citizens who don't have representation up here. I wanted to ask why it was being done in this order instead of we fill the seat first. It was a question, but I'll leave it at that.
Thank you.
You have anyone else?
Okay, I'm Commission. Y'all seen me many times. I've been coming to these meetings since the beginning of the year. I did come in tonight with leaning one way, but I've heard both sides. And honestly, for this short-term amount of time, I honestly feel Zach is probably better for it. And this is not to say anything against either one of them, but we have an election coming up November 26th. Everyone can run at that point. And then let the citizens decide. But I know what has been going on since the beginning of the year, and we need someone who does understand the budget. He has clearly shown that he knows what he's talking about. So, like I said, I came in thinking one way, but I really truly believe that Zach is probably the better option for right now. Thank you.
Cassie Patterson, Mayflower officer. I just want to say, I kind of want to piggyback off of what she said. I think Zach would be an excellent choice because I have heard him in council meetings speak how he really feels about something in a positive way, in a proactive way, where he's not diminishing anyone else. But I truly like that he has shown me that when the community, that he's not afraid to say what he feels or how he feels like something should be. And I like that. I like that he's not swayed. I don't know, I mean, I know of you, but I don't know him, but I am very excited that he is able and willing to stand up and stand out. We haven't seen that in a long time. And again, piggybacking off of what she said, with it being such a short term, we're all in turmoil right now. Mayflower is all up. All of our departments are up. Or I mean, we're down, but I'm saying everything is like a roller coaster. And I think as a city employee, it would be nice to have just a positive, proactive person stepping in that place. So I just want you guys to consider that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Andy Stahl. I do live in the city. I hate the word piggyback, but I'm also going to piggyback. I think Wendy's great. I flirted with her husband for like 30 minutes in the parking lot after last week's meeting. But speaking of collaboration, I think somebody from the council with the experience for the last couple of years, we have an opportunity, at least for the next year, to right some ships that maybe the previous leader wasn't collaborative about. And if everything's still going bad, then we still have an opportunity for fresh faces a year from now. So I'm with Zach Jeffrey.
Thank you.
Thank you. Last call. So now do we need a motion and a second before the executive session?
I'll make a motion to go into executive session.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Okay, I would just say, we have 5 city council members at this point in time. We have Jeffrey is abstaining, so that means 4 will be participating, and majority 4 is 3. So I encourage you to come to a consensus of 3 votes, and then from that, whatever would be ratified with the motion second, and of course, roll call. And then you also, at your discretion, if you wanted to interview them, you don't have to, but you could, one by one, together.
Go.
Thanks.
I'll sit up here and hot.
Don't go to sleep now.
It's not easy.
Get leftovers? What's that? Get leftovers? Okay. That's the board caution.
Reconvene back in our regular meeting. Like that. So now with the aid of the city attorney, he says we need a motion and a second and then a roll call vote as to who the decision was made for.
I'm gonna make a motion to, nominate, Jack Jeffrey to fill the position of mayor, of the resignation of Danny Hester.
I second.
Discussion.
You have any discussion among the council members?
Have a discussion?
We'll have. Mark Goodwin,
Yes.
Kyle Hart,
Yes.
James Snyder,
No.
Larry Hill.
Yes.
Okay, I believe we have a decision, and at this time, I believe the mayor needs to be sworn in. Am I correct?
Do I need to formally resign from this position prior to doing that?
You can announce that, and then we'll take that up in consent.
Gotcha.
Yes.
So I formally resign Ward 2, Position 1.
Zach Jeffrey has officially resigned his position as alderman for Ward 2, Position 1. Now he needs to be sworn in as mayor.
Move some furniture around.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Zach Jeffrey,
Zach Jeffrey,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Arkansas,
and the Constitution of the State of Arkansas,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of
the duties of
mayor
mayor
upon which I'm about to enter.
on which I'm about to enter.
Congratulations.
We got a road coat.
And now, Mr. Jeffrey, it is my honor and privilege to let you take the seat.
We gotta rotate the chairs into.
Our next order of business is in fact the vacancy for Alderman Ward 2, Position 2.
Mayor, I would recommend doing all of the same steps we just got done doing, except for focusing on that position Ward 2. The only additional requirement of eligible candidates would be they need to reside in Ward 2, not only the city limits, but in Ward 2.
And I can give an anecdotal, I'm sure we have a map somewhere that we could pull up, Mr. Matthews, but it's essentially the north side of Miller Street, the former Highway 89, the strip of downtown, and then across the freeway on the south side of Highway 89, including Dam Road, Northwood subdivision, Vineyard subdivision, not Vineyard, Fredericks subdivision, that area. I've had one gentleman that's reached out to me, stating an interest in it, Ricky Hammonds.
I guess, let's do things in procedural order. We need to take, we need to, the vacancy has already been declared.
Yes, at the last week.
Okay, so we do need a formal to go on record as to the opinion of the council as to do the election, the public election or local appointment.
I make the motion that we appoint position Ward 2, or Ward 2 position 2. By appointment.
My city council one.
Second.
Roll call vote on that issue.
Mark Kigman,
Yes.
Kyle Marks,
Yes.
James Snyder,
Yes.
Larry Hill.
Yes.
Okay, so now, open discussion for eligible candidates for appointment.
Again, Mr. Hammonds reached out to, sent an email to everyone on council. It's probably been close to a month ago when I received it. I've talked to Mr. Hammonds as a councilman. It's the only one I've heard of, and Mr. Hammonds, if you'd like to get up and, we want to do the same procedure.
Yes. If we know there's multiple nominees, then we'll take it a step further, but we don't know what.
Hello, my name's Ricky Hammond. I live in Ward 2. I own Hunter's Chili Grill food truck in town. I felt like I just needed to try to get involved and try to help out. So try to straighten some stuff out. So, I've lived here about 11 years, plus or minus. Plan on living here the rest of my life, so don't plan on going anywhere. So, anyhow, if y'all would consider me.
Thank you, sir.
Yep, thank you, sir.
I don't know if it's qualification, because you have to just turn it down.
You did last call, and there was only one nomination, this may be more streamlined.
Last call.
Motion second.
I'll make a motion, we
3 votes is what you.
make a motion, we appoint Mr. Hammond to Ward 2, position 2, is that right?
Second.
Mark Kigman,
Yes.
Kyle Marks,
Yes.
James Snyder,
Yes.
Larry Hill.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Careful what you wish for.
Mr. Mayor, I want to public education on this. This is for Mr. Paul's position that is resigned in October. This, the one that you have just vacated we'll take that up at December. And it's a different board, different position.
You want to swear him in? Did you recommend?
In the meantime, I think we need to rotate, don't we, or chairs? Come on over.
I get to
Just put a shirt.
So, should be, what are you doing? ENC.
I'll try to get this. Oh, there's fine. There's room. Okay.
Swear or
Do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Arkansas,
and the Constitution of the State of Arkansas,
that I will faithfully discharge the duties
faithfully discharge the duties
of office of Alderman
of office of Alderman
on which I am about to enter.
of which I am about to enter.
What's received on the agenda is ordinance 2025-15, with the increase in fire department services.
Make a motion. Make a motion to adopt ordinance number 2025-15.
Second.
We need to put them on, waive the three readings.
Oh, we do need to do that, do our protocol, waive the 3 readings.
Sorry. So yeah, I move that we suspend the rules, waive the second and third readings, ordinance 2025-15, read the ordinance by title only, and vote on ordinance 2025-15 after its initial reading.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to suspend the rules, waive the second and third reading of ordinance 2025-15, and read the ordinance by title only. Mark Hickman,
Yes.
Don Marks.
Yes.
Everybody's moved. James Snyder.
Yes.
Larry Hill. Yes. Ricky. Ricky.
Ordinance 2025-15, an ordinance to amend chapter 2.40.12 of the Mayflower Municipal Code to increase fire dues for residential parcels and to support staffing initiatives with a 24-hour paid coverage.
Discussion. Now we can take a motion for the approval.
So I make a motion that we adopt ordinance 2025-15.
Second.
Any discussion?
We have a motion and a second to adopt ordinance 2025-15. Mark Hickman,
Yes.
Donald Marks,
Yes.
James Snyder,
Yes.
Larry Hill,
Yes.
Ricky Hammond.
An emergency.
And,
Emergency clause attached to ordinance 2025-15.
yes, I make a motion that we accept the emergency clause of ordinance 2025-15.
Second.
Motion and a second to adopt the emergency clause of ordinance 2025-15. Mark Hickman,
Yes.
Donald Marks,
Yes.
James Snyder,
Yes.
Larry Hill,
Yes.
Ricky Hammond.
Yes.
Motion passes. All right, next item of business is resolution 2025-44. This is a lien on 2 Trails Inn for cleaning up Mr. Anthony's.
Just need the council's approval following, you'll have to certify the amount before I can do that.
Resolution 2025-44, a resolution of the City Council of Mayflower, Arkansas, to certify a property lien for municipal code violation cleanup work at 2 Trails End as ordered by resolution 2024-10.
Motion to adopt resolution 2025-44.
We're going to do a fashion amount like that.
The amount's on the.
It's on the order. Second. We'll do a roll call.
Mark Hickman,
Yes.
Kyle Marks,
Yes.
James Snyder,
Yes.
Larry Hill,
Yes.
Ricky Hammond.
Yes.
Passes. Item E is resolution 2025-45, which is a lien for the property at 82 Paradise Road.
Resolution 2025-45, a resolution of City Council of Mayflower, Arkansas, to certify a property lien for municipal code violation cleanup work at 82 Paradise Road as ordered by Resolution 2024-06. Also for $499.
Make a motion to accept resolution 2025-45 for a lien of $495 on 82 Paradise.
I'll second.
Get roll call, Ms. Barley?
I think we did the second one.
I'll second.
Mark Hickman,
Yes.
Kyle Marks,
Yes.
James Snyder,
Yes.
Larry Hill,
Yes.
Ricky Hammond.
Yes.
Passes. Item F, resolution 2025-46, a lien on 21 Pine Tree Loop for cleanup.
Resolution 2025-46, a resolution to certify the property lien amount for demolition and environmental remediation pursuant to Resolution 2024-05. $495.
Make a motion to accept resolution 2025-46 for $495 on 21 Pine Tree Loop.
Second.
Mark Hickman,
Yes.
Kyle Marks,
Yes.
James Snyder,
Yes.
Larry Hill,
Yes.
Ricky Hammond.
All right, next item, item G, resolution 2025-47, that was for the backhoe repairs from, what was that, lift truck services. I have the sheet here, yeah. Got the sheet.
I don't have the invoice. On a different screen, but it is the invoice for the.
65, 69
$6,569.
$6.30. I'll make a motion, we pay that.
I'll read the resolution.
Oh.
Resolution 2025-47, resolution authorizing the payment of invoice to Lift Truck Service Center for repair of city department.
I still make a motion to accept that.
To approve, yes, second.
Mark Hickman,
Yes.
Kyle Marks,
Yes.
James Snyder,
Yes.
Larry Hill,
Yes.
Ricky Hammond.
Passes. And our final item, item H, resolution 2025-48, the invoice for fire department flooring.
I make a motion to adopt, resolution 2025-48.
Formality, I'll read it again. A resolution authorizing the Mayflower Fire Department to expend funds for new flooring at fire station.
I'll second. Good roll call.
This amount is $5,500.
Mark Hickman,
Yes.
Kyle Marks,
Yes.
James Snyder,
Yes.
Larry Hill,
Yes.
Ricky Hammond.
Up to that. We have that invoice with the, so it's covered. All right, moving on to comments, Mr. Matthews, generator grants.
So we had a need for a standby generator, Station 1. We've never had a fire station. There was a state opportunity within the Department of Emergency Management I asked if any other departments were in need, and we were able to get an additional standby generator for the water department for the Red Oak, water tower. It's a 75%, 25% cost share, about a $75,000 project. We'll be on the hook for about 25% of that. But that was in our unfunded capital outlay with the fire department, and it's also a need for water. So I think it's the deal, and that should be awarded the first part of the year.
Good. So, thank you for doing that.
Yes, sir.
Any other department comments? Any public comments?
I would like to ask a question if I could.
Yes, ma'am.
So the social media that everybody talks about, you know, these things happen on social media all the time, but there was a posting on social media about Mayflower getting a loan. And there was a list of, from the Arkansas Department of Agriculture, approved water projects, November 19th, 2025. And on this list, it shows Mayflower and Faulkner County received an $11.5 million loan from the Clean Water State Revolving Fund. Can somebody kind of explain what that is going to do, how it's, what's going to happen with that? How's it going to be paid back? That's a big loan.
So, and we haven't even received formal notification that I know of award of that loan. I did see that same post from the government.
Okay.
Tonight. That loan is in regards to the sewer regionalization project that we've been working on for before I was on council.
Okay.
I think for public safety, Ms. Barber, does that sound correct?
Yes.
I think about 2 years ago, the council made a vote to go ahead and go forward with the regionalization project as designed by Salt Engineering. It's already in the design phase and acquisition phase of the right of ways for that project. The loan, we're still exploring options to minimize that cost impact on sewer customers, but it's got to be in compliance with the ADEQ standards for our sewer department. Raymond, do you want to speak on that, or do you have anything to add to that?
Let me say this, our engineer called, Cal Breckenridge with Salt Engineering called, and he spoke with Raymond and also with me and said that we had been awarded the loan. It was not a grant, it was a loan. And that he asked, should he come to the city council meeting? And I told him that, you know, since it had just happened, that probably we had a full agenda tonight and the agenda had already been established. So yes, he's gonna come and explain all that. But he said it was good for Mayflower because some of the other cities did not even get approved for a loan. I think Mountain View was one of the ones that applied for a loan. So I think that was a step for Mayflower to just even be awarded the loan, but nothing has been done on it. But that, yeah, Cal would have been.
Those particular loans have a much lower interest rate than the private bonds that we were having to look at securing to meet that project, so.
Okay, I've only been coming to the council meetings for probably 5 months now, and I just hadn't heard anything about it. So when I saw that large amount, I was like, okay.
We had a lot of workshops on it, because you're right, it's a big, you know, for Mayflower, it's a lot. No doubt about it. So it's been the topic of conversation and workshops for a couple of years.
Okay.
To be fair, there hasn't been a lot of discussion lately because it's kind of been in that project design and acquisition phase.
Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
We got all the mailbox.
Were you able to move all of them without a crumble?
Yeah, we didn't have any problem.
Thank you, sir.
You're genius,
Good job. Saving us money.
Any other public comment? So looking at our next meetings, I noticed one that's not on here, Mr. Matthews. There is a town hall meeting scheduled for Monday, December 1st. With
Correct.
Metro Plan, is that correct?
6 to 8 in this room.
6 to 8 in this room, to discuss the UDO and what's been, proposed through planning to this point. So if you can all make it out, if you've got questions about that, we'll have a town hall format to do that. Count? Absolutely.
For those that don't know, UDO is a revamping of the town's zoning. So every single parcel within our 4 square miles will be not necessarily rezoned. Like if you're in residential, it's probably going to stay residential. But it's gonna flatten, because right now they have layers. So we're gonna flatten that down to one layer and eliminate the confusion about what you can do out of a particular parcel of land in Mayflower. It'll make it simple. It will allow people to really understand what they can and cannot do on their property. There won't be questions about, oh, we got this overlay or that overlay. So if you have questions or any input, definitely be a good, it's a town hall style meeting so that everyone can ask any questions or give any input. The planning commission has worked for a long time to put this together with Metro Plan. And so we don't want to enact it without getting the public's input on it. So Chris has been great. He's created a map that shows where everything is and what you did in those areas. So if you're interested at all in the zoning going forward for Mayflower, because it impacts every parcel. I think we're doing a complete flattening of those like 3 to 4 layers. So if you're interested in participating, definitely be here first.
And I'll add that all the documents, maps are online. If people can't make it, they can access it on the website.
Yeah, Chris has put it on the website as well, and I was going through it, there's a lot of great info there.
What was the date?
The first.
Next Monday, December 1st.
Yeah, it's 6.
6 o'clock.
6.
6 o'clock.
6.
Yeah, Metro Plan messed up our meeting time, but it allows for a longer meeting, so they're gonna have representatives there.
Definitely want public input.
The only other thing, council, is our next regular scheduled council meeting is on December 23rd. Does that create a conflict for anyone?
I was thinking, since some of the department heads are asked to be here, and then the next day would be Christmas Eve, could it be moved to maybe Monday, the 22nd?
Say all.
Our next city council meeting would be Tuesday, the 23rd. Would anybody have a problem if we moved it up until Monday, the 22nd, maybe?
I would welcome that.
So we can move it to the 22nd. But your next planning commission meeting is Tuesday, December 9th at 6:30 p.m. And the next city council workshop will be Thursday, December 11th at 6:30 p.m.
The year 2025-10.
2025-10.
That's right.
We planned that way.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Thank you.
Thank you.